William, I didn't walk into that party looking for trouble. I walked in thinking it would be just another night. Smiles, drinks, empty conversations. But fate doesn't knock. It whispers. And that night, it whispered through her eyes. Camera sweeps across the crowd and stops when it finds Alyx across the room, her eyes locked on William. William, her name was Alyx. And in that moment, with the music soft and the world blurry, her gaze found mine like it had always been meant to. There, eyes hold. She smiles slow, curious, dangerous. William and Alyx sit close at the bar. Her laugh bubbles up between them like wine. His eyes stay on her lips even when she's not speaking. Alyx, you look like someone who forgot how to have fun. William, and you look like someone who knows how to remind me. They clink glasses, unaware the first match has been struck. Int. Hotel room night, flash forward, rain taps gently on the window. Alyx, wrapped in a white sheet, leans on the edge of the bed. William watches her from across the room, shirt half buttoned, heart wholly confused. Alyx, do you love her? A long pause. William, I don't know what love even means anymore. William, 6 years with Jessie. A marriage that started with fire and settled into ashes. We were steady, but not warm. Together, but not close. She didn't deserve this. But I told myself lies to justify the truth I didn't want to face. Int. William and Jessie's house dining room night. Jessie sets two plates on the table. William enters, still on his phone. Jessie, dinner's ready. William, yeah. I'll eat later. I have a call. She looks at the table, then him. Quiet. Familiar disappointment passes over her face. Jessie, you've been on a call every night this week. He hesitates. William, it's been busy. She says nothing. He walks away. The sound of his retreating footsteps rings louder than any fight. Coffee shop day, rain outside. Candle flickers on the table. Alyx stirs her coffee, eyes soft. Alyx, what are we doing, William? He smiles, brushing a strand of hair from her face. William, we're existing in a world we don't belong to. Alyx, that's poetic. But poetry doesn't pay the price for betrayal. Beat. He looks down. Guilty. Addicted. William, we kept telling ourselves it was temporary, that it wasn't love. But every stolen second only wrapped us tighter in chains of longing. Every lie I told Jessie made me hate myself more and want Alyx more. Int. Bedroom night. Jessie sleeps on her side of the bed. William lies awake, staring at the ceiling. His phone buzzes. A message from Alyx. Are you awake? He texts back without hesitation. William, I betrayed Jessie in ways I never thought I could. Not just with Alyx, but with every moment I stopped choosing her. Int. Hotel room day. Alyx leans against the headboard. Alyx, I want you to myself. Not in pieces. Whole. All of you. William, I'm trying. Alyx, trying isn't enough anymore. She looks away, and he feels her slipping like water through his fingers. House living room night. Jessie waits on the couch. TV flickering. William enters, surprised. Jessie, where were you? William, work. Got held up. Jessie, you smell like her perfume. Silence. That heavy, unbearable kind. William, Jessie. Jessie, don't. I already know. I've known. I just didn't want it to be true. William, that night, I almost confessed. But the words choked me. So I stood there, mute, as the woman who gave me her whole life watched her world fall apart in silence. Int. Hotel night. They argue. Alyx crying. Alyx, you never choose me. Not really. William, I can't lose you. Alyx, you already have. She turns away. The beginning of the end. Empty house day. Jessie's note on the table. Gone to visit mom. I need time. William, it felt like the moment before a building collapses. That unbearable stillness. And I realized then this wasn't just about Alyx. I had lost Jessie to. Int. Alyx's apartment night knocks. She answers, cold. William, Jessie's gone. We can be together now. Her eyes brim with tears. Alyx, you came to me too late. You always come too late. She closes the door. William, that door shut on more than just a hallway. It shut on every dream I never had the courage to live. Montage. William alone in bed, the empty side untouched, the shower running but no one inside. Photos flipped face down. William hugging Jessie's sweater on the floor. An unanswered call. Rain. Falling outside the cafe where they once met. An untouched dinner. A lonely Christmas card. Just Jessie's name. Bookstore day. William sees Jessie laughing with a friend. At peace. She doesn't notice him. He watches her from behind a shelf and slowly walks away. William, she looked happy. Not loud happy. Free happy. I hadn't seen her like that in years. Maybe I never made her that happy. Small apartment night. William listens to old voicemails. From Alyx. Her laugh. Her whispered, I miss you. He drinks. Alone. William, I used to think silence was peace. But now it's the loudest thing I know. It's the echo of all the words I never said. And all the ones I can't take back. William's apartment. Early morning. Dim light creeps through half-closed blinds. Dishes rot in the sink. Empty whiskey glasses litter the table. William sits slouched on the couch, eyes bloodshot, face hollow. William, I thought time would help me forget, that the sting would fade. But some wounds don't scab over. They just keep bleeding in quiet places no one can see. He stares at a half-written letter on the coffee table. The paper reads, Jesse, I don't expect forgiveness. I just want you to know I was scared of losing the silence, scared of facing how I'd stopped being someone worthy of your love. He folds it, doesn't seal it, just adds it to a growing pile in the drawer. Flashback bedroom 5 years ago. Young Jesse is laughing, tangled in sheets with William. They lie facing each other, foreheads touching. Jesse, promise me we'll never lose this. William, we won't. Even when we're old and gray, I'll still make you coffee and kiss your nose before work. She smiles, eyes twinkling. Jesse, deal. William, I kept the coffee. Forgot the kiss. That's how it starts, not with betrayal, but with neglect. Int. Present. William's bedroom night. William lies in the dark. A voicemail plays from Alyx. I know this is messy, but I want to believe it's real. Tell me it's real. Tell me I'm not just filling a void. He plays it again and again. Tears press at his eyes but don't fall. Beach. Early evening. Flashback. Alyx twirls barefoot in the sand, wind catching her dress. William watches, smiling faintly. Alyx, let's just run away here. No plans, no past. William, you really think that fixes everything? Alyx, no, but at least we'd be honest. Out here, I'm not the other woman. I'm just a woman. Yours, William. I wanted to say yes, but I still had one foot in a life I was too cowardly to leave, and the other in a dream I didn't deserve. Lawyer's office day. William signs the divorce papers. The pen feels heavier than it should. The lawyer says something, but it's muffled. William, that was the sound of an era ending. Not with a scream, not even a conversation. Just ink drying on paper, and everything we built falling in silence. Grocery store night. William wanders the aisles, sees Jesse's favorite cereal, picks it up, stares at it for too long, puts it back. William, even the smallest things remember her. Cafe. Same corner they used to meet. Day. William sits alone. Their table remains, but she is gone. The candlelight is no longer flickering, just a cold bulb above. He scribbles something in a notebook. Alyx, I still go to the places we loved. I think I keep hoping I'll look up and find you there. Hair wet from the rain, eyes daring me to tell the truth. You're not coming. I know, but I still come anyway. Bookstore day. Weeks later. William walks past shelves, stops in his tracks. Jesse is there again, this time with a man. There, laughing. He places a hand gently on her back. A soft, familiar intimacy. She's moved on. William, she found someone who sees her. Really sees her. The way I used to. Before I turned blind with guilt. He walks away. Heart leaden. Int. Alyx's old apartment front door. Night. William stands at the door, knocks. A stranger answers. Stranger, you're looking for Alyx? William, yeah. She used to live here. Stranger, she moved out few months ago. William, do you know where? Stranger, no clue. Sorry, the door shuts. And with it, so does the last open window. William's apartment night. Sits in the dark, replays a video on his phone. Alyx laughing, her face close to the camera. You make me crazy, William. But I'd still choose you. Every damn time. He pauses it, finger trembling. William, they say you don't realize what you have until it's gone. But I knew while I was losing them. Beach. Present day. William sits alone where Alyx once danced. Waves crash. The wind whispers. He takes a deep breath, pulls out 2 envelopes from his coat. One labeled J, the other A. He sets them down on the sand. William, these letters won't reach you. But maybe the sea will carry them somewhere. To a version of me that didn't ruin everything. He watches the tide drag them away. Apartment later that night. William pins a photo of Jesse on the fridge. Their wedding day. Her smile radiant. His uncertain. He pins another beside it. A candid of Alyx, mid-laugh, coffee in hand. 2 different kinds of love. Both gone. William, I wasn't evil. Just weak. I love to late, to little, and to divided. William's apartment late night train lashes against the window. The apartment is darker than usual. No TV, no music, just the slow ticking of a clock. William stands by the window, staring into nothing. In his hand, a nearly empty glass of whiskey. William, nights stretch the longest when you've got no one waiting on the other side of morning. I used to come home to lights on. Now it's shadows and echoes. He walks past the hallway mirror, catches a glimpse of himself older, thinner, hollower. He stops, looks at himself, really looks. William, what the hell did you become? Silence answers. Dream sequence beach unreal, hazy light. Alyx and Jesse both sit beside him on a wide blanket. The sun sets behind them. Jesse, we were never perfect, were we? Alyx, he wasn't ready for either of us. William sits between them, hands on his knees, speechless. William, I loved you both. That's what makes it worse. Jesse, no, William. What makes it worse is you didn't love either of us enough to let the other go. Alyx, you loved the thrill of being wanted, not the burden of choosing. Suddenly, wind starts pulling the blanket away. Sand swirls. They both fade like mirages. William, no. Please, don't go. Alyx, fading, you were always reaching, but never holding. Jesse, fading, you didn't just lose us. You lost the version of yourself we believed in. He screams. Wakes. Bedroom night. William jolts up in bed, gasping. Sweat on his forehead. William, I stopped dreaming in colors after that. Only in gray.int. Therapist's office day. William sits stiffly across from a therapist. Sunlight trickles through the blinds. Therapist, you don't talk about forgiveness much. William, that's because I don't think I deserve it. Therapist, from them? William, from myself. Beat. The therapist nods slowly. Church empty pews evening. William sits at the back, alone. No one else in sight. He clasps his hands, unsure why he's even there. William, I used to believe mistakes were survivable. That time softened the sharpest edges. But no sermon, no prayer, no silence has dulled this guilt. He pulls out a letter from his coat. The final one. William, to the two women who taught me what love was, and what it wasn't. Hilltop graveyard ladder. William walks quietly past rows of tombstones. He stops at a bench, sits. The wind rustles the trees. William, Jesse didn't die, but something between us did. And death by betrayal is the cruelest kind, slow, invisible, complete. Coffee shop different. One day William writes in a small leather journal. Around him, life bustles, but he stays still. William, I write now, not to change the past, but so I don't forget the weight of it. He finishes a page, close on page. In another life, I choose you. In another life, I am worthy. Flashback kitchen. Early marriage. Warm light. Jesse dances in socks, holding a wooden spoon like a microphone. William watches her, laughing. William, VO, that version of us, God, I wish I could bottle it. Keep it safe from everything that came after. Flashback hotel room night. Alyx wraps herself in the sheets, watching him with those stormy, vulnerable eyes. Alyx, don't waste what you feel. Either give it fully or leave. William, she wanted a fire, I only fed with embers. Apartment night. William takes down the pinned photos from the fridge, stares at them. He places them in a wooden box labeled things I couldn't keep, closes it, puts it in the closet. William, I'll never stop loving them. But love, without honor, is just longing. And longing is a room with no doors. Old hotel where he met Alyx. Knife stands outside, hands in his pockets. The neon sign flickers above. No one's inside. A for lease sign hangs crooked. William, this place, our secret world. Now, a skeleton of memories. Bedroom night. William lights a candle. He sits on the floor, alone, cross-legged like a penitent man. He pulls out one last sheet of paper and begins to write. Montage. Final scenes over voiceover. William watching the sea alone. Jesse laughing with a new man. An empty chair across from him at dinner. A blank phone screen. No new messages. A beach towel flapping in the wind with no one to claim it. Alyx's laugh echoing faintly, like a memory slipping away. William, I thought love was about holding on, but sometimes it's knowing when you've held too tightly and broken everything you meant to protect. I don't ask for a happy ending anymore. Just peace, even if it comes in silence. Black screen, text on screen, abandoned train station. Early morning. Sun begins to rise. A thick mist blankets the tracks. William stands alone on the platform, holding a weathered box. It's the one labeled things I couldn't keep. He walks slowly to the edge and sits on a rusted bench. William, I kept everything. Every photo, letter, napkin from a place we once ate. like evidence from a crime scene I kept revisiting, trying to figure out where it all went wrong. He opens the box and takes out a photograph: Jesse smiling in front of a sunflower field. Another Alyx asleep in the passenger seat of his car, sunlight casting soft lines on her skin. He lays them on the bench. William, I'm sorry. He lights a match. One by one, he lets the photos burn. Flashback: bedroom, rainy night. Jesse, William, and Jesse lie in bed, backs to each other. She turns and gently touches his shoulder. Jesse, are we okay? William, yeah, just tired. He wasn't just tired. He was already gone. William, that night, all she wanted was reassurance. And all I gave her was a lie. Int. Flashback: hotel room. Last time with Alyx. She sits on the edge of the bed, brushing her hair. Her face is unreadable. Alyx, you think you can pause people, put them on hold until your mess sorts itself out. But life doesn't wait, William, and neither will I. She stands, walks past him. Alyx, next time someone loves you, be brave enough to love them completely. She leaves. Door closes. Hillside field, sunset, present day. William stands alone, wind blowing through tall grass. He spreads out a blanket. A small picnic basket rests beside him. No one joins. He opens a wine bottle, pours two glasses. One remains untouched. William, I used to believe love meant always staying. Now I know. Sometimes love means knowing when to leave before you ruin someone completely. William's apartment nights framed by a single desk lamp. He opens his laptop. A blank email draft addressed to Jesse. He types, "You don't have to write back. I just wanted you to know. I still wear the watch you gave me. It doesn't keep time anymore, but it reminds me of a moment when everything still felt possible." He pauses, then deletes the entire message. Closes the laptop. William, some things are better left unsaid. Others were better said long ago. Beach dawn. William stands at the shoreline, holding the last letter. This one addressed to no one, just sealed. He kneels, digs a small hole, and buries it in the sand. William, maybe one day, the ocean will carry my words somewhere. Maybe someone will find them, read them, and forgive me even if you never could. He stands, breathes deep. The wind hits his face. New coffee shop. Weeks later, William sips coffee alone. A couple laughs nearby. A child tugs on her mother's scarf. He watches, smiles faintly. Not joy, not pain, just quiet. William, I don't know if I believe in second chances. Not for people like me, but I believe in remembering and not making the same wounds again. He pulls out his journal, writes one sentence. Today, I lived without looking backward. He underlines it. Bedroom night. No photos on the walls. Just a clean space. Minimal, still, peaceful. He climbs into bed, turns off the lamp. Darkness. William, VO, I had everything, and I lost it, but maybe losing it is what finally made me see. Pause. William, if I could speak to them now, I wouldn't ask them to come back. I'd just say thank you for the parts of me they tried to save. Same city, street night. William walks alone under streetlights. Music drifts from a distant apartment window. He stops at an old window, a reflection of himself staring back. He doesn't look away this time. He nods, keeps walking. He loved them both. But in the end, love isn't what you feel. It's what you choose.